All right, welcome back, folks. Alliance versus Escape, Boston Major. They banned the Wisp. We're all good. That was basically our analysis thus far.
And the Warlock against Escape too is smart, I think.
Yeah, no doubt.
So open up with the Mirana pick here. Could be good for Koikva. Could also be good for Yapzor. We know they play it in both. And then the Shadow Demon taken by Alliance. Not only does that deny the potential of Shadow Demon and Mirana, not only is it just like a roaming duo, but just Shadow Demon helping out a core Mirana to get kills. It's set up decently for a Slardar too, and then a solid hero to move into your own combinations of Juggernaut or Luna or Terrorblade or whatever the hell you want to do. So, good opener from Alliance. And then the Beastmaster. Kind of a looked down upon hero, especially up against Shadow Demon. Honestly, like someone who's known for being able to take down Hawks and Boars with relative ease. Surprising early pick, but still a strong hero.
Alliance's turn to ban.
Not sure how I feel about it. Oh, be right back. Solo cast draft. Ha ha. That's the message I just read in Skype. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so yeah, Beastmaster. To further explain, basically you just throw out Shadow Poisons in the laning stage to kill the boars, and this is one thing that Beastmaster started to fall off because teams started picking Shadow Demon and Oracle a lot. And Oracle has Purifying Flames, and Shadow Demon has the Poison, so you get a lot of experience and gold from the summons, and then it makes it risky for Beastmaster. But his vision game is just super strong. It's very hard to deny that. He's good up against any sort of like aggressive attempts from teams to try and gank into you, and he just gets better and better going in the late game. Obviously, Roar is super good, and then you have the attack speed that you can sync up with some other heroes, like OD. If that was still left in the pool, that would have been a very nice one for Escape, but obviously it gets banned out here, so... Alliance ban the Juggernaut themselves, meaning they won't have it. Kind of interesting because Loda kind of known for being a decent Juggernaut player, but now they won't be able to go into that. And then the Luna's banned from Escape. So the two most obvious Shadow Demon pairings are now gone. This could mean that the Alliance are thinking about position 1 Slardar. And with the Dazzle picked up, that furthering the minus armor strategy might not be too far off. PA still in the pool if they want to opt into that. I'm liking what they're putting out here. When it comes to Escape's game plan,
10 seconds remaining.
There is like Elder Titan Tinker if they wanted to work into that, but they don't have the last pick, so you don't have like the total 5th pick, like haha, get tinkered scenario or something like that.
Hey! Dazzle Shadow Demon Slardar, I like it.
Yeah, I was just saying it might be a Loda Slardar because they banned out the Jug, and then my thought behind that would be that like if they're banning out the Juggernaut, that means they're automatically removing one of the Shadow Demon pairings. So unless they're going Terrorblade or some shit, I think this is going to be a Loda Slardar. And then the Dazzle to keep the minus
They also
armor.
have a history of doing that. Like they like to do the occasional Blink Dagger carrier safe lane.
And they can just go like Jonas Legion or something to have like a good scaling offlaner. Probably will be Legion, actually. Legion does really well against Beastmaster. And they have the Grave, too. Yeah, this is definitely Legion gaming. Axe is also still fine, but I'm digging Legion. Did you just ditch me again? He ditched me again. Son of a bitch. Drain Protector. Interesting. Good against the early aggression. Invis, strategies, vision coming out here. It's still a surprising pick from Escape. I haven't seen too much of this. Huh.
10 seconds remaining.
I wonder if they're thinking that it's a potential for a Legion, and this is their early counter to that possibly being coming out. But it also works up against the Axe, too, so either one of Jonas's big key heroes now being countered. So let's say they're saving the Legion for last. What kind of a mid would you want? Like a Puck for Limp would be okay. His Tiny's still in the pool, which he likes as being an active ganker, too. There you go. Puck, Slardar, Legion. They don't have the best tower push, though.
Okay. Fortunate that that happened during a draft. Well done.
Yeah, hey there, friendo.
I feel human again.
Excellent. Good.
So, Treant Protector, huh? I feel like we have had a abnormally high instance of Treant Protector picks relative to the norm.
Yeah, it's a weird day.
Like, I mean, he's not too bad, and I think a lot of them have made some sense, but it's... I just didn't think we'd be seeing, third pick Treant.
I think they're predicting the Legion Commander, so the Tree Armor is going to be good. And then I also said it would be good against Axe anyway. So, like, Jonas's two best heroes, Tree Protector does very well against those.
All
so
right,
now
well,
whoever gets, like,
now
blinked on
Axe.
is going to get healed.
So, more and more feeling like the safe lane Slardar. And almost assuredly Jonas Axe spending some
That's
time in the jungle.
interesting, though.
The Invoker?
Yeah. So what's happening now? Is this a Yapsor
Yapsor Marana?
and then, like, position 5 Treant, though? Like, that's kind of weird.
It is.
Usually he gets a little bit more firm.
But I think it could be a Cinderin hero.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Cinderin Tree, Yapsor Marana, Quickva, Invoker, Gezu Beastmaster, and, well, whatever they want for Era. Slark or something.
Morphling. Outband. Lol.
Good call, lol.
Lol. Yeah, his Slark time's up decently. Someone who can capitalize on the the Beastmaster stuff, yeah. I was saying instead of Treant Protector, if they went like Elder Titan Tinker, could have been a nice combo with what they had with the Marana and the Beastmaster too. But obviously they went a different direction.
Yeah.
And then Limp Puck. I think they need something that scales a lot better now though, and something that capitalizes on the physical damage. PA I think I would ban.
Reserve time.
They don't run it mid for Limp. PA. Okay, equally. That's a very good call, obviously. Just saw the Na'Vi game they were playing, and we're like, you know what? Another good physical damage dealer.
All right, final
So,
picks
Slark.
here. Slark high on the list. Is
10
this
seconds remaining.
an anti-mage game? No, probably not.
Is there any good enough supports that you could go Era Marana? I remember they used to do that.
I mean, there's like Earthshaker. That's something
Silencer.
Yapsor plays. Silencer. I mean, there's always like the Earth
Silencer
Spirit.
against Shadow Demon and Dazzle would actually be so good.
Yeah, it's
But-
disgustingly good against those two heroes.
But I don't know if that's worth it. Then you have an Era Marana. Oh, Era Invoker. Didn't he used to do that too? I feel like he did.
Era Invoker.
But I've been lazy today and haven't been opening up Dota buff.
Not okay. So
Oh, they went back for the Rubik though.
Turn to pick.
So it is going to be the position 5. Unless we're getting a mid Rubik.
Doubtful. Final pick here. What does Alliance want?
10 seconds.
This is a tough one to call.
PA or... What else besides PA?
PL?
Don't think it's an Ember game, that's for sure. Nah, I don't think he capitalizes on the physical damage or the minus armor enough. You're right though. It is like the classic counter to Invoker.
Razor
Razor's not bad.
puts them a little bit light on control, but I mean Viper.
What's their win right now? Shadow Fiend. Okay, there, the Limp Shadow Fiend. The classic.
All right, all right.
He like solo queued that thing to 8k at a time when Shadow Fiend wasn't even that popular.
I mean, Limp is a very high mechanical player, so I like it. I think this. I'm trying to think here. Shadow Fiend. How risky is this? We talked about it a little bit earlier. I'm also curious to see what build is the go-to for Shadow Fiend here. Like, is Aghanim Scepter a part of it? Does he just go for the Shadow Blade? Does he go Blink Dagger? Like, is Yule's still, like, even on the radar? Do you pick up a mech?
I think it's just no. I don't think it's the group up. Sadly, I think it's just like the Sange builds or Shadow Blade builds, basically some combination of those. Just work into whatever makes the most sense for your game.
Okay.
10 seconds.
There's no super good Silver Edge stuff this game, so there might not be a Shadow Blade. We'll see.
See, but what about... Okay, I guess we'll see. All right, total number of Roshan kills.
In this whole game? Wow, that's tough. I mean, there's going to be a lot. I'd say 3.
That was the number that I was thinking. Team with first tower kill.
Dude, he has so many Shadow Fiend games. He's played 115 Shadow Fiend games. He does
Total number of
Dragonlance.
trees destroyed by 30 minutes. I have no idea. What's an average number amount of trees?
I have no idea, dude. I'm going to go with 50. What? 50? No,
Yeah, I did
0.
51 to
50?
175. Because think about, like...
Tangos.
True tango. I was thinking, like, wild axes, like meatball, I guess. Is there anything else here that kills
30
trees?
seconds to battle.
And player who gets longest kill streak.
Dude,
Ugh.
that's hard. It's either Jonas goes ham at the early game. Does he have a game where he can go ham? Invoker doesn't want to... Yeah, I'm going Jonas. I think they're going to do it. I'm believing in you, Alliance. Don't let me down.
I'm going to say Koikva.
Forgot Dragonlance was an item when I was thinking about this guy. He doesn't always buy Dragonlance, actually. He does sometimes just go S and Y, BKB, Helm, those kind of builds.
Okay.
So we'll see.
The battle begins.
All right.
Really interested in this Rubik pick. I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a silencer. If this was China, it would have been a silencer. But I do love me some Rubik. It's still, like... Is it that good of a Rubik game, though? Like, Axe stuff is pretty weak sauce. Dazzle stuff is, like, eh.
It's a good
There's no
Yapzor
stuns.
hero. I mean, it sets up for the Mirana. You got Sun Strikes. You can set up for Beastmaster to get in and follow up his stun or vice versa. You know, there's...
What is clipping on this Rubik? Do you see this?
Clipping?
Like, if you, like, click the Rubik, is there, like, a green ball in his neck
Oh.
on the hero portrait?
Yeah, my mouse is messed up, but I see it. I see what you're talking about.
Going crazy. Is that tree thing going to pop up every time someone destroys a tree? Dear Lord.
Oh,
That is going to get obnoxious. All right, so what's happened here? So Alliance has been running a lot of this like aggro tribe shenanigans or aggro dual lanes and stuff like that. So not too surprising to see it. On
skin. He gets off the disruption.
move.
And Synderen will be just fine. So it is a Synderen tree after all. Oh, EGM got hit by the Hadouken. It's unfortunate.
Dire's bottom tower is
Up top. Oh, Slardar just rotating down. So they're pulling a lane rotation here.
Yep. This is why you pick Axe for these exact reasons. So he can just do this. Like he's gonna win every matchup. And the hero's super good, but it's just all about this 1v1 stuff. Like you get to dictate where the lanes go and who fights up against who.
Yep. Here we go. Disruption set up again. And this is a
Nice
really
lift.
nasty tri-lane. Mitigates
Perfectly
the whole
timed
thing. But
too, though. So he didn't get the heal bomb.
yeah, the heal bomb with Crush from Slardar. There's still so much kill potential. And Treant is like pretty good in those scenarios. Like Living Armor helps, but in these early levels, it's a really long cooldown. It's mana intensive. This is definitely tough for Escape, at least in this initial part. Haste Rune picked up by Yapzor. Handskin may be victim first blood here, but no, it's the
Look at
other
that.
way. There you go. That's the setup as Treant just gets destroyed. I mean, that was so much. For 2 minutes, that's a pretty insane amount of burst damage.
Yeah, Hans can just deny himself here. Easy. Oh. Okay, well, good aggro tri-lane. Well set up here. Do they, like, how's this going to go for them? I'm not too sure.
Which them?
Like, the Radiance. Like, what do heals do in this? You're not getting enough levels to get to, like, level 3 very early on, so it's not that effective for, like, your Beastmaster.
I mean, Potom is still farming okay. I mean, right now Alliance are killing, but they're not farming. Slardar only has 6 last hits. So, honestly, it's still going okay for Escape. Let's take a look at mid lane. Invoker versus Shadow Fiend. Pretty even matchup here, and they are actually just about dead even in CS. And up top, this should be Axe's lane, but Beastmaster's actually doing well. He's keeping up. 16 last hits apiece.
It's interesting to think how they banned out the Morphling now, too. Knowing that they want to aggro try.
Yep.
Yapzor.
Getting low, but he'll survive for now. Too many stacks, and he will go down to the right clicks. Now Synderen and Era on the defensive. You just can't go blow for blow with this tri-lane, dude. It's such a ridiculous mix of sustainability and damage at the same time.
Well, mid lane, we also haven't checked in there, but Limp's doing fine. No support rotations means Shadow Fiend got past that kind of early stage where you can't get all the right last hits or something because you're bullied by an ogre or something, and then you don't get up your souls, blah, 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 blah. Now Yapstar is smoking mid. He'll find a bounty rune, but if he goes for this kill, he might get turned on by these other two heroes. In fact, he's going to be a little bit late.
Here's the setup mid. They've already come in. Koikva taking so much damage. Living Armor comes out, buys him a little bit of time, but it's not enough. And now Yapsor, he's probably going to have to pay with his life as well.
Oh,
One more. No.
Brenton won.
Loda's got
You
this,
dead,
I
sucker.
think. Nope.
Oh, he thought Yapsor would juke back.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to out mind game him.
Tried to get tricky with it.
Yep.
Okay, well, still a kill on the Invoker. Definitely not bad. It's a worthy rotation. They don't really lose anything. And getting that momentum for the Shadow Fiend is really important. You see how fast Limp is now. #1 CS, easy peasy.
Yeah, net worth by a fair margin, too. Like 300 gold. So excellent start here for Alliance. And all three lanes, really. I mean, they're winning all three. Maybe top, I guess, because Kezu's slightly ahead of the Axe, but Beastmaster, so this is kind of to be expected, I suppose. He can just jungle a little bit when he has to.
Yeah, it's sort of a wash for now, but Kezu getting level 6 is great for escape. That might open up some possibilities. The position 1 Potom is a little bit peculiar. I'm really curious, probably not Midas. Is it just going to be standard phase boots, Ags, Blink? So there's already 51 trees
I think
killed
so.
at 5 minutes.
I did not know that many trees died. I don't know. I guess it makes sense because you take 5 or 10, so it's at least 40 in tangos alone. You would think, like almost everyone buys a tango, but
Right.
there are still more being destroyed than I would have anticipated. Like, what is there? Axes and that's it. Telekinesis lifts and throwdowns. This isn't something I've ever had to analyze before, guys.
Yeah, me neither. Dire don't have any tree killing abilities. I guess not.
And just quelling blades. Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. Thanks, Valve.
I wonder if it counts if you plant your own tree with a GG branch.
That's a good question. I bet it does.
It should. I mean, all trees are created equal, right? At least that's what I was told when I was a kid.
Yeah, I would say so. Man, Yapsor has just been chilling on this for so long. They finally get a lift up, but is it even enough with Roar? It ain't. Later.
Not even close, dude. Jonas is like 700 HP.
He's gonna have Vanguard soon. Then he can just farm Ancients. It's gonna start scaling up really nicely.
Limp moving into the jungle now, working down some stacks.
And this is a Qual Exort Invoker too, so I mean it's what you expect out of Quakefoot for sure. But it just means like he doesn't want to fight. This hero doesn't fight for the first like half hour in the game. He just split pushes and throws out Sunstrikes. That's literally all this hero wants to do.
Yeah.
Does not want to be involved. And when it's a Axe, Slardar, Shadow Fiend, you have to be involved. I think Escape are definitely up against it right now. Like, Synderen can try and delay the push quite a bit. Just through healing, I guess. So at least the Dire have to fully commit when they want a tower. But with an Axe, you can just sit in the front lines. He already has Vanguard up at 7 minutes.
I think the Shadow Fiend is also like kind of easy to underestimate in those mid-game timings. Like, it's easy to sort of think of him as that hero that just wants to sit back and farm stacks and, you know, just get to critical mass, which is true, but he also does insane burst damage. I mean, even right now, maxed out Shadow Rays, he's level 8. He's got 35 souls. Like, you really don't want to mess with this guy right now. And it feels like Alliance are off to a good start, and if they can continue to just kind of pivot around the map, pick up a nice early Roche, knock down some towers, like, they could open up this game in the next 5 to 10 minutes very easily with just a few rotations.
He's stacking Ancients, man.
Yeah.
This is Vanguard Axe. It's so good for scaling. It's actually... I think Vanguard is probably going to replace Blink very, very shortly. It's like... I think it already kind of has. You should almost always get Vanguard on Axe these days. It's only when you like need the Blink right away. It's like, okay, my team needs to be enabled by me. I have other cores that are more important than myself. I have to go Blink Blade Mail. But if you can get that Vanguard first, like a timing like this, it's just insane how fast you scale.
Yeah, I totally agreed. I think it's very tempting to get the Blade Nail because it's such a value item in terms of stats, but just being able to kill Ancients as Axe is pretty important. Moonlight Shadow, they'll try to make the escape. Very smart from Escape, indeed.
They even set up anything though? Like they can get a guaranteed arrow and they're still not happy enough with this fight. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, Sind also is only level 4. Maybe if they had an overgrowth, you think about going for this here. Meanwhile, up top, Kezu cutting the wave a little bit, trying to pressure
Power
the
hasn't
tower.
even taken a hit at 9 minutes.
Yeah.
A single hit. It's at 1300 HP.
Axe is just the wrong hero to try to cut lanes against. He's
like,
pretty
which
happy with
team
that.
is the Treant on, guys?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
All right, bottom tier 1 goes down. Meanwhile, split push mid.
Oh, wait, what?
My
Wait, what? I have Alliance. Team with the first tower kill. Oh, I picked Escape?
I picked escape.
I didn't mean to pick Escape. Damn it.
Oh, sure you didn't. The classic. What?
Actually, no, that's not true. I actually did mean to pick Escape. I have it wrong.
The 49ers are playing. I didn't mean to pick the 49ers. I was thinking that the Beastmaster would knock down a tower. I didn't. For some reason, I didn't think they would aggro try. I thought it would load a safe lane. So I thought they would, like, jungle the Beastmaster, rotate bottom, and then try to knock down the tower real fast. That was sort of my... But instead, Kezu has just been kind of
Comeback
AFK farming in the off lane. Loda now initiated on down bottom. Slardar, he's in trouble, but EGM, he's nearby. Shallow grave, it connects. EGM even gets aggressive. Look at this. Look at this body positioning. He's like, here's the shallow grave. I'm going to show him my butt.
He's feeding himself.
Yeah, dude. He's going like rodeo clown style.
Oh, Loda, just run, dude.
Loda.
Are you serious?
Loda.
That's so stupid. Why? That's so dumb.
Radiant's
Honestly.
top tower is
I
under
think if he just went straight, like,
he
fastest
would've
distance
lived.
to the
He
well,
would've lived.
he would have
He
been
would've
good. Oh,
Come
Trent.
on. That's like so questionable. Like EGM, unless EGM is sacking his life, he would not have ran back. Like he was clearly trying to buy time. Maybe he thought he'd get Sunstriked. I guess he would have actually. Oh no, that's a new.
I mean, and the thing is, EGM also could have just graved and ran there, and he went full sacrificial, like, no, don't worry, I got this. You're clear, pal.
Yeah.
Way to return the favor, Loda. Brought to you by Monster Gaming.
Plus, EGM had a TP anyway, so like once Loda got out, he could have just graved himself in TP because they lift and arrowed the Slardar.
The Great Kazoo. He's about to be brought down. Jonas connects with the Berserker's Call, and it's a slam dunkaroo for the Swedes.
The Great Kazoo.
The Great Kazoo, baby.
I put down the Sentry too, just in case there were TPs coming in or rotations and whatnot from Invis heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Safety
Yep,
first.
Sor. You silly Willy, what are you doing here?
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under
Arrow.
attack.
Oh, close one.
Yapsor getting aggressive, gets caught by the Berserker's Call, but Cinder, and he's joined the party. Too little, too late. The Treant gets banished to the Nether Realm inside of the disruption of the Shadow Demon. Dazzle gets a deny mid. Limp comes in. He channels the Requiem. It just tickles. It just tickles the bottom.
Get out of here.
Tickles are back. The French
Just
tickler.
Dragonlance though.
He lays into the tower. Yep. Oh, Cinderin sets up for the arrow with the overgrowth. Do they have the damage here? Okay, there. The Starstorm. Oh, jeez. Alliance. They bit off more than they could chew. All right, he gets a counter kill as he goes down, but goddamn, now Loda, he might be in trouble also. EGM, he's nearby, but guess who's coming? It's the Koikster. And I think Alliance are about to get sandwiched to their death. EGM doesn't get off the grave. Loda gets cold snapped and pooped on. That's the whole team down.
Wow.
Dude, that's a 2,500 swing.
Yeah, Kezu's gonna have like a second recipe now. Necro
What
2s.
in the world? That's one of those I wish I need to look at the instant replay for. It just seemed like Alliance got a little bit cocky. You know, the Requiem didn't do that much.
And then they went back in. It was like kind of like, all right, get out of here. You know what I mean? Then it's like, no, we can get the tower. I have Dragonlance. It can't
Yeah.
hit me. As Hanskin's getting.
Well, and then, like, at the end, the Loda EGM duo, they just kind of charged in without, like, what was the best case scenario there? They are going to get a kill on Yapsor. Freebie for Alliance after those missteps. But yeah, it's like, what's the best case scenario? You know the Invoker doesn't want to rotate, but he still can if you're that nearby. He'll walk his way over. And now Koikva is really getting some steam.
Yeah, he's starting to get those to that point where he can actually do stuff. Probably just going to buy bots and dodge Alliance all the time. Because Alliance are Slardar Axe, like, fighting and whatnot. Loda, kind of cool that he went for that early Iron Talon to try and get into his own Blink. Like, he bought it when he was still doing this, like, a little aggro lane. So he's trying to catch up to Jonas,
Dire's bottom tower
who
is
hasn't done these stacks yet. Looks like he'll do one now, but it's only a double. Sadly, no triples or anything coming up quite yet.
Yep. And there's the BOTs as well as the Necro 2 on Kezu. Limp. Is he just going S and Y now with this Ogre Club, or is this right into BKB? I feel like S and Y is a little more likely, but he is pulling up that gold, so we'll see.
I think S and Y, too. But you're right, he hasn't purchased it out, so it could just be the BKB. Blink mid lane onto Koikva. Oh.
Yeah, there you go. It's a easy setup. So you've got almost Blink Dagger on Slardar, 200 gold off. Jonas has his with the Vanguard. And you still got the great setup from Hanskin.
Yeah, actually, this is a good BKB game, just because like you have the Blink Vanguard, so... Loda's almost up to his Blink, so this will be a really nice timing. You can just all work together, BKB, walk into towers.
Yeah, and honestly,
Escape cannot hurt him.
Getting a BKB, it'll be like close to the same timing that the Aghanims comes out on Moran. He'll actually have it before, but that's the main one. That's where the Magic Burst starts getting really nasty. Because around the time she has the Ags, that's when the Invoker will start farming towards his next big item, like, you know, Aghanims or what have you, Blink Dagger. So, I like it. BKB. There's Roche, number 1. Aegis goes the way of the Shadow Fiend. No big surprise there. Moonlight Shadow from Escape, but it is too little too late, and they don't commit for it. They just back it on up. Back it up. Come on now.
Yeah, too much minus armor to catch up into that one.
All right, still a relatively even game, though. It's only a 1K or so net worth lead for Alliance. It's really not that much. Still anyone's game for the taking.
A lot of that gold is stacked on Kezu, too. So he's almost up to Necro 3. Pretty baller this early in the game. They do an insane amount of damage when it's only 15 minutes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is definitely one of the benefits of having an overfarm Beastmaster. The damage is pretty ridiculous. They haven't taken out any towers except that tier 1 mid yet, but I think that may change. Alliance now getting aggressive with a 4-hero smoke. A bounty. What's the play here, boys? Where are we going?
Dire's bottom tower is
I
under
believe
attack.
they're hunting an Invoker, but won't find him in time. They have any observers to plop up there? They do not.
Oh, they're going to catch him.
Oh, they got him.
Oh, poor Koikva. He had the right idea. He was playing it safe, but they guessed the path and immediately pinged that tier 1 up top.
The split push is going to be so fast from Kezu, though. He's 600 gold already, and he, like, the Necro 3 is on the courier.
Is under attack.
He is super firm, so he can get a Blink Dagger this game, which is going to be super important against the BKB of our Shadow Fiend. But this tower goes down. They can move on to the next one. They have the Blink Dagger on Jonas, the Blink Dagger on Loda. Loda's doing his thing where he's, like, position 3. It's so funny. He's, like, the only person that really does this.
Radiant's top tower
Like,
has fallen.
Yeah.
no one does the Loda thing more than Loda, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even close.
Radiant's top
Yeah, most
tower
of the
is under
people that
attack.
play position 1 pretty much exclusively play, like, just really hard farming, high farm priority heroes. Like, that. I think to most, like, position 1s, this kind of a game would just be torture.
The only other team that's even, like, close would be, like, Newbie when they do that whole, like, KP picks Naga and goes, like, solo safe lane Naga and gets a ridiculous Radiance, and then, like, their position 1 player, like, kind of does.
Yeah, it's
Fortified.
there's
it's
some
even
parallels, but it has a much different flavor.
Yeah. Oh, they're grouped up mid. Maybe they can use some cheeky Nature's Guys plays or something.
Dire's structures are
But they're on the back foot. How do you get into this? Like, it's still only 1 point
this
to
is-
Wex, so you don't have Tornado.
This is
Quite
so
just not
hard,
ready.
man. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like where Alliance are
Radiant's mid
Double
like,
Blink.
like we talked about. This is their first peak. You know, Shadow Fiend has his BKB. He's got Aegis, like you said, double Blink. You've got 2 supports that can, you know, save pretty much any of your cores with a reset. It's just a free tier 1 tower. Escape are not in a position to defend. They let it go. 4 staff, though, up on Yapsor's Rubik. So this is a big step. And Kezu about halfway to a Blink. I don't know. There's got to be a key item or two that Escape are waiting for. I mean, maybe it's just the Invoker's Blink and or Ags Force staff on
it's
Rubik
mostly
makes
just
a big
the Invoker
difference.
in general, I think. Like, he needs to get into that
Well,
Aghanim Scepter, the Blink Dagger.
Actually, no, I take that back. What they're really waiting on is Ags on Mirana. That's the first step. That's like
That's true.
baseline core. And then after that is the Invoker. And then after that, it's, I guess, Blink Dagger on Beastmaster. If you get,
They'll probably have it around the same time as the Mirana.
yeah, if you get the Ags and then Blink on both Beast and Invoker, you got a pretty cool window where all of a sudden you've got really strong counter initiation and a surprising amount of burst damage. More ancient stacking going on here. Nice 2-ski for Jonas.
I wonder if he'll go Shadowblade to catch Koikfa. I think I would like that this game. On
It's
Jonas.
it's a Midas Slardar.
Oh, Loda went back for it, did he?
Yeah, he's got the recipe. It's kind of a
don't know.
slow game, so I get it in that regard. I'm always like a semi-proponent of heroes that can use attack speed, like they have a built-in bash. Midas has some additional value, but I don't know that this is the game that I would go for it. I think right now you're kind of wishing that you had like an armlet or something so you could jump in and survive.
The problem with them is, yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, what else would you go? Like, is an armlet even good this game? Like, you get stunned up by Rubik, Overgrowth, Invoker spells, Mirana. I don't think you can armlet this game. I think you'll just die.
I mean, Force Staff you could make a case for, I think, pretty easily.
But with an axe, though, like, you already are set. Like, I feel like he needs to get into, I don't know.
So, why you think like Midas AC or something?
Almost, yeah.
Just like get the farming tool and then grab
Honestly,
something.
I think you'd probably just want a BKB if you were Loda at this point. It's kind of a weird game.
Yeah, okay. I think BKB I could see. But here we go. Initiation onto Jonas, but disruption, and then Kezu gets counter-initiated on. Cinderin drops
Nice
the
stun.
Overgrowth. It connects on most of the team, and Alliance are taking a lot of damage. The Aghanim has come out onto Era. Shadow Demon falls. Jonas is on
Golden
1
Requiem.
HP. Yapzor, it's just not enough. He's going to go down next. Now the fight's starting to slow down a little bit. EGM, the one that gets left behind, he gets another grave off on himself. He's got it maxed out, so it's on the low cooldown. He will fall. Now Loda with a stun, sets it up onto Koikva. Limp trying to finish him off, but Era hops in with the kill, finds it there, and now Loda has to try and scurry away. Looks like he'll make it, but on the other side, poor EGM desperately trying to get for a grave TP. They've got an arrow up in 2. They can do this, but they need the vision. Oh, he whiffs it.
Man, Kezu did so much damage that fight. He was just 500. He was actually more damage than
Dude, look
the
at this
Invoker.
clusterfuck of wards right here.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That is 3 sentries and 2 observers.
The Chaos fight, where you just, like, drop a ward trying to get vision to figure out what's going on.
Yep. Wow. That definitely speaks to how weird... It's weird that fight started with, like, 2 pretty good pickoffs and counter initiations, and then in the middle it was, like, just a second of peace, you know, where everyone just stopped fighting, and then they converged on EGM again, and the fight reset. Another one of these weird engagements where I guess Alliance in the end came out...
I think Escape came out on top.
Did they?
Yeah. According to the fight recap, but when you look at the graph, it doesn't really show it. It's kind of surprising. It was like a 500... It was like 700 gold going up for Escape and 200 for Alliance.
Well, I was really more looking at just like the final shift of net worth, and it just pushed Shadow Fiend and Axe further to the top and knocked down the top farmers of Escape a little bit more. So in that regard, it just gives it, I don't know, gives them a little more top end control, I suppose. Blink Dagger up on Kezu, which is also a pretty big addition for Escape.
Blink Dagger on Hanskin, though. So now he can like counter the Blink Roar.
There's a lot of counter initiation potential in this game. You got Overgrowth, Tornado, Telekinesis, Primal Roar on one side, then you've got Disruption, Crush, Grave, Berserker's Call on the other. So I guess it's pretty natural to expect these fights to be sort of a chaotic back and forth of, you know, really who gets the jump.
I like what Jonas has done here, where he, instead of going for the Shadow Blade, which a lot of people are going on like Slidars and Axe to catch out these big split pushes right now, he went for the Crimson Guard up against the Necro Books, which is going to be super valuable. So making good use of his Vanguard build up. TP onto the Hawk here. They want to try and take a fight using the Moonlight Shadow.
Oh,
They don't see any of this. They just send in Limp.
He's going to walk right into it. Handskin, though, he's there for the follow-up. He keeps his friend alive through the combo from the Invoker Overgrowth. Both teams losing supports, but Jonas is the second to fall on the side of the Dire. Now Era on his way back. Nice leap. Keeps him safe from Loda. And it looks like Alliance will have to reset for now. Another one of these awkward fights. Good counter initiation from the Shadow Demon, but never ideal to have your Shadow Fiend jumped on like that.
Dude, he did it. He Midas and went back for the Force Staff.
Hey, I called it.
That is so unusual, one would think. But clearly not. Some Loda Dota.
Loda Dota. Needs another gap closer, baby. Now you can blink on Mirana. She leaps away, and you can Force Staff to chase her.
And there's the blink for Era. So he's getting more into where you would expect him to be if he was like a mid Mirana or something like that. He's getting to a respectable net worth. Kezu's still way up there, tied with Koikva. Very impressive this game, keeping his own farm up. He's looking like Bulldog.
Yeah.
There's overall net worth on Beastmaster players. And Koikva's almost into the Aghanim Scepter.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty good for Escape, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Koikva's getting enough levels. He's going to keep on Midasing. He's going to have the Aghanims for the high ground defense. The BKB is going to start wearing lower and lower on the Limp. It's already down to 8 seconds, and they haven't even pushed down to tier 2 yet. Next Aegis, super important this fight. Like, should be non-stop vision down here. Loda in a little bit of trouble, but the arrow doesn't connect to the Overgrowth, so he might make it out of here with the blink.
TP.
Oh, not fast
sell
enough.
something. Okay, never mind. He's good.
Roar down at the Roche Pit. Quick
And
pick there. That might be enough.
that level 3 Necro book. It's an easy transition right into Roche. Yeah, you might be right. I am pretty worried for this Shadow Fiend being at a 5-second BKB, though he's now picked up an Eagle Song, so it looks like Butterfly will be his next item. An interesting choice, and a smart one here. Not really any natural MKB carriers. Mirana, of course, can carry it, but not really an item you want to rush right after Aghanims, you know.
No.
Obviously, Invoker, Beastmaster, not ideal candidates.
He blinked it. I thought he wanted it. What? He just like blinks in the pit. I thought he was going to steal it from Koikva.
Intimidation factor, baby. Weave, stolen. This is very nice for the Radiant. They'll get a lot of extra armor for this fight if they actually commit. Loda trying to find a target. He goes in onto Era. Does find a stun. Limp channels the Requiem, but it doesn't do a hell of a lot. They get a bash on Era, but he still leaps across the river. He'll be okay for now. Loda trying to pursue, but oh no. Loda, the Force Staff! It secures the kill. He's in so deep, though. Midas. Meanwhile, on the other side, Koikva, he's on the run. Does have Ghost Walk, but that'll be the end of him. Oh, my.
All right, Stoa. Aegis down.
So 1 for 2, or, well, one for 1 plus Aegis. So, pretty good
Game
for
is
Alliance.
saved. Impressive. I thought Loda was dead. It was a big chase. 4 staff plays coming in.
Yeah, I thought he was dead 100%. But, yeah, again, smart item.
Butterfly
Item choice
done.
there, Loda. Koikva. Initiation from Loda. Follow-up from Handskin. 1 stack of Shadow Poison, but they are lacking on... No, they've got the
Tornado.
detection. This is it. They should have this with the Crush and the Dunk. A lot of friends nearby for Escape.
Couldn't quite get there in time, though.
So Slardar has longest streak now. 5 kills on Loda.
Goes Axe.
Yapzor initiated on again. Overgrowth from Synderen. Buys his friend some time. It'll keep him alive, but more spells used defensively. I think this makes it all the easier for Alliance to just push into this tier 2 tower. This is, I think, by far the most even game we've had so far. Like, this one has a much more even draft where it feels so much more about execution on even terms, where a lot of the games we've had earlier were much more kind of one-sided, like, all right, this team has Drow, this team has Alchemist.
Yeah, like they must do this by X time.
Yeah, it's a little more black and white.
win.
This one feels like every team fight is much more, you know, who's the Slardar hitting? Who are they able to initiate on with the Beastmaster? Can they hit an arrow? What's the Invoker doing? Is Synderen taking a nap? You know, these are all important questions.
Synderen.
Oh, Synderen.
Not the most, I don't know what the term would be, like, It's not a hero I think of when I think of Synderen, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not very iconic for
What
him. It
heroes
doesn't
do you
really
think
fit
of?
his
Like,
net worth.
I think of Night Stalker, Undying.
I think of Poverty 6, like
Poverty.
Dazzles, Venge.
Dazzle, yeah, Winter Wyvern.
Like
Venge.
that kind of hero, as opposed to someone who can be like much greedier.
But-
And even now, he's only going to get a Vlad's.
I can see it though because he does like tankier heroes. Like he's known for the Night Stalker thing, and he does pick Undying in kind of weird situations at times. I feel like most of the time I see it, the Undying picks don't work out that often, but he likes that style of hero. So you can see how Tree would fit his personal play style.
Just always so poor though.
Yeah.
Like he usually plays that.
Yeah, no, that part I agree with
role.
you. Like there is some lost potential when you don't have like a position 4 Tree that's making the most out of an Iron Talon, and like he's kind of uniquely positioned in that role to farm and still help out all of the lanes with the global living armor. Most other supports can't spend that much time working with the Iron Talon and still help lanes like he can. So it's
Radiant's middle
perhaps
tower
not the
is
most
under
efficient
attack.
to have him on the 5 or the 6.
Interesting from Alliance. So they saw Invoker up top. And with this lane this far out, okay, they send just Loda down. So they'll just back up Loda. Mid is going to chill. It's not going to push anywhere.
BKB, BKB.
Yeah, for the loader.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Sladar. Hey! We destroyed 156 trees in 30 minutes. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Wow, we were close.
That's
they almost
what I'm
went
talking about. Predicting trees.
Oh, we did it, man. We're so good, honestly.
So does that mean that data is stored in replays somewhere? There's like a tree death counter?
Apparently.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh
attack.
my. Tier 2 tower down bottom. Falling victim to the wrath of the Alliance. You know, for my birthday on the 16th, just a couple weeks ago,
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
watched 3 Star Wars movies. What a
Which
great-
ones?
Dyer's top
Original.
is under attack.
4,
Nice.
5, 6. Annie
I
had
watched those on
never
a plane
seen
the
Star
other day.
Wars. So
Oh, God.
we, for my birthday, I said, you're going to fucking sit down and watch Star Wars. This will not stand. You're 21.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
I'm like, what?
Doing what I
Although
like.
I got so excited about it, I kept doing this thing where I was
Oh, no.
quote unquote explaining the backstory, aka just spoiling what was about to happen before every scene.
Like
What if-
literally the worst thing someone can do during a movie.
But
Or
hey,
like,
it's my
or like,
fucking birthday,
no,
man.
no,
all
no,
right?
this is the best part. Oh, I love this part. It's
well,
like when someone tells you a YouTube video is good, but then
but-
it's so much worse because you're
no,
expecting so much
see,
out of it.
I don't do that with
You
normal
just did
things,
that for
though.
a whole movie.
It's Star Wars, like and I do have backstory. You know, I try to explain like lightsabers and the red ones and why the Siths are red and like the fake crystal, like there's so much shit going on in the background that they don't talk about in the movies that like adds to the whole thing.
I
And
feel ya.
I did confuse some things. I was oh crap, that's actually about to happen. But I also just forgot how good those movies are. Like I haven't actually sat down and watched them in HD in a while, and it's like, you know, the Empire Strikes Back and Vader's like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, dude,
I watched them on my plane and I was like,
Fuck.
yo, these are way better than I remembered.
yeah, dude, like on the edge of my seat, man. That stuff really holds up through the test of time.
I don't want to spoil, guys, so don't look up, don't Google Darth Vader father. don't do it. You'll ruin it.
Don't Google. Who is Mark Hamill? Spoiler alert. He's in episode 7.
Things
Well,
have
here
slowed
we
down.
go. Uh-oh, Sentry Ward comes down right as the Moonlight Shadow starts to approach. EGM, TP home, it
that
gets
was the last
interrupted.
moment.
Clutch pick there. Yapzor with the fast reaction. Very nice indeed, yes.
Yes. Thanks for the heals.
All right, things have really slowed down, though. It's like we're getting to that point now where both teams are kind of on edge. They know this game's very even, and this next fight is going to be very telling. No Aegis, no Roche, nothing to fight over. But there is a butterfly up on Shadow Fiend. Already another 3,500 gold. Old Limpy.
Old Limpy.
I wonder...
The ACs. Satanic.
No,
Probably
I'm
satanic.
just thinking, I wonder how Limp got that name, like that handle. What if there's significance to the name Limp? So you'd think you'd pick something like more, like the antithesis of Limp. You know, I I'd want to be rock
There's
solid.
two M's though.
Yeah, well, still. I'd want to be, like, hard. It's like having a sports team. In my middle school that I went to a Quaker middle school, and our sports teams.
You went to a Quaker middle school?
Yep, I did. Really like grades 2 through 6, I think 1 through 6, something like that. So more like elementary school, I guess, than middle school. But anyway, because they're Quakers are all pacifists and shit. Our sports teams were the Friendly Falcons. That was really instilling fear in the hearts of our enemies.
They don't make it very far in nature, those Friendly Falcons.
Ah, the Friendly Falcons miss another
Eater
goal,
of
but
berries.
they get an A for effort, and my God, are they sportsmanlike.
We were the Cyclones.
See, well, at least that's like, everyone's scared of a cyclone. Oh, EGM, he's caught in a cyclone himself, but the disruption
Saved.
from Hanskin. Nicely done, sidesteps the arrow, graves himself just in case of a sticky wicket.
Little early.
It's all
You never know
good.
when that roar is coming in. Instantly
Anticipation.
annihilated.
Sunstrike into the pit will be scouted out by the Radiant here, but will they actually be able to contest
Cinderin?
this? It falls
Cinderin?
fast. Cinderwin, not going to be able to get it. Drops the overgrowth.
Surprisingly close.
BKBs get popped. That is Roche 3. So Aegis is down, and here we go. The fight breaks out. Cinderin now the target of choice. Look at the kill on the Shadow Demon. Kezu popping forward, but Jonas with a nice Berserker's call. There's the Primal Roar. Buys him a little bit of time. And things will just reset a little bit. They pop a dust,
That's no
hoping to find
BKBs
someone
now, though.
nearby. Yeah, you're right. Alliance kind of on the back foot. Meanwhile, up top, hello there. It's Koitva. He's got a lane of barracks.
Well,
Well, that's
thanks
that's
for your range
something.
racks.
And now Limp is about to lose his Aegis, perhaps. Nope. Dazzle there with the heals. He's got the grave. Dazzle holding on to a gem as well, just FYI. Whew. Okay. So Roche goes to Alliance, but Koikva gets ranged barracks and a tier 3 in the top.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would take that trade if I was the Radiant.
They've also shut out like all the dire vision. They have one ward down the bottom, but other than that, Kez has just been running around with Gem and Hawk, destroying everything. He's now building into this refresher too. Meanwhile, Loda, he has gotten up to that BKB, 1800 gold. There's BKB on the Axe and BKB on the Shadow Fiend, but they are wearing down. And then they eventually have to go high ground up against Koikva. As long as
Yeah.
Koikva has buyback, yeah, they lost. As long as Koikva has buyback, this game looks pretty in the bag for Escape.
I mean, that's definitely one of the problems with Shadow Fiend right now, similar to the Wind Ranger, where he just needs too many items to really be ready. Like, if you have to get a BKB that early, you're down to 5 seconds at times in the game where you'd really like to be, like, picking up a fresh BKB if you possibly could. So I agree. It's pretty tough. The one thing that gives me a little bit of hope for Alliance is just the lack of MKB carriers. That just makes this butterfly super value.
Yeah. I suppose there's still a lot of money as well on Shadow Fiend, so like his Satanic. I think that's what he buys. Is there anything on the courier already? Oh, he's actually going for a Manta. Guess you can get rid of the Disarm from Deafening Blast as we're getting up further and further into that. The Overgrowth is nice. You can Manta when you see Roar coming sometimes, just to like give him that second of like secondary thought, like a lasso kind of deal. Not bad. Can't Manta dodge the Starstorm, unfortunately.
All right, Trent.
All right, Andrew.
Our big announcement's about to drop.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Our big announcement, our huge announcement.
My God. So big that we couldn't get it together before the regional qualifiers started.
So, do we put it on the Dota one, or do we put it on the League of Legends one, since that's where we're moving to?
Oh, right. I don't know. I didn't think about which subreddit to put this post on.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, this is it. We're done. We're going to League.
Riot has bought Moonduck Studios for
Yep.
a staggering 1.5 million.
Billion.
Billion. That would be staggering. Yeah, yes.
Yeah. We all sold out. We're going to Riot. It's going to be great. I'm just going to start practicing now. The champion Shadow Demon has dust
Oh
and
my
a magic wand.
Can you imagine trying to make that shift and now, like, just start
I don't even.
calling it here?
I
Like,
know nothing about League of Legends.
what do they call
Can't
towers?
deny-
Is it turrets?
Turrets. I know that. I know
And
champions, turrets. I know minions because people flame me when I say minions.
Minion,
When I say minion, I think of like Beastmaster's units. I didn't know it was a league term.
I used to say
the
that.
thing.
Just like, guys, listen, they don't own a monopoly on the word minion. Okay, Dota can have minions too. We have creeps, and then little bitches have minions. You know, that's Beastmaster's got some minions.
Exactly. Anyway,
Ugh, I think their barracks are called
that's
inhibitors.
the extent of my league. They're something. It's something weird. What did you say?
Inhibitors.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's
Something
weird
like
term.
that. The whole thing, the lore is that they spawn in the Nexus, and then the little things kind of inhibits, and I don't get it.
A mouse issue. Go courier bug. Classic.
Courier bug.
And they're just stalking Loda here.
He certainly is. Come on, Cinderwin.
Guys, we were just kidding. We're not going to league. Sorry to disappoint you. We're still here. But if you check our website, an announcement's going live. Whoa.
Good. 5 minutes
Good.
ago, you missed it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think the video just went live on the Twitter. Here we go. Jonas up top. He gets set up on, and dead he is. Good night. He was carrying the gem, too. Oh, no. Come on, Koikva. Drop that wind lace, buddy. There you go. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was actually close. Blink up. Woo.
Yeah, Loda was like, well, I can't get the hero, but I will find vengeance upon his wind
It's
lace.
shorthand for Limpan, the loaf, which is a nickname for his real first name, Linus.
Oh, the loaf. Okay.
That's really funny.
I knew his name was Linus. I knew that part. But
That's true.
I
Bloomden or something.
I didn't
think.
know. No, Loomdun is that.
No, Bloomden. Like his
Bloomden.
last name.
Oh, yeah.
Yapsor? Yappy?
Whoa. Yapsor in deep. Loda coming around the other side. Overgrowth from Cinderin. This might
What
just
does
end up
Slacks
being a
call him? Yappy
freebie.
Hot 4.
Yeah.
Yappy Hot 4 goes down to 4 Dire Heroes.
Another easy kill for the dire side. I see. Yeah, Hansken, I think he's the glove or the mitten or something like that. Like Hansk is...
Oh my god, they did forget the cheese 5 minutes ago.
There it is. It's just chilling. Yo, what up?
Holy shit.
I know the N makes it the. Oops. All right. Well, somebody died, so I'm talking to Blitz.
Oh, is he Dunzo?
Well, he's getting close to Dunzo, so he's just asking. So we'll
That
probably.
cheese is still in the pit, dude. From like 5 minutes ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe
didn't even
nobody's
notice.
noticed. That's kind of weird. Like, no one's even walked back in there. Up top, here we go. Koikva's the one that gets jumped on. Loda pops the BKB, but he's already lost a lot of mana. Jonas, he's still barely alive, but finally he falls. Kezu may have to pay with his life to get the kill, though. He drops the gem back the other way. EGM's down, but still a few cores left alive. Oh, my. Marana destroys Loda on the back line. Limp pops the BKB, blows the ultimate, but it just tickles. Era goes back in. Now a buybacks from Jonas. Dazzle about to respawn. Oh, Limp pops the Manta. He'll be okay. They'll hold the high ground. They'll be good.
Sunstrike. Yo.
Got him. Fortunately,
Fire.
not enough to recover the gem, though. Like, Arrow was he was thinking about it. He was like, hey, that's my gem, man.
I need that.
Let me get that. Here we go.
That's a blade
Yapsor.
mail, dude.
Good night. Was that a stolen Requiem into blade mailed axe? Yeah, that's.
Sunstrike.
Oh! That one was close.
That was very close. Good lord. God, this cheese is going to be so funny.
Hey, is Slacks casting right now? Did his shift like begin yet, or because I'm like this blitz
yes.
timing might work out very well,
I believe it has started. He was on the first shift of Americas, so.
which was supposed to start at 10 Pacific. No, it doesn't start for 2 hours. Or 2.5 hours, is that right? It starts at 1 o'clock EDT.
Starts in 1 hour. Yeah, 2 hours. What the hell? Yeah, we were lied to earlier. I told you NA wasn't starting that early.
The lobbies were up. Yeah, I was wrong.
That's
can't,
weird.
I'm sorry. Don't
Right.
yell at me. Oh, Era caught by the crush. And everyone just walks away. All right, Satanic now up on the shadow friend. Look out, friends. He's full of shadows. I wish Grant was here. Not that I'm not enjoying casting with you, but
He's just Grant, man. Okay.
Grant.
The man.
I asked him if he would go to China with us, and he said, "It sounds shitty, but everybody needs to have an esports experience in China. I'm in, man." I was like, wow, I really like your attitude.
That's pretty much exactly how I felt. I was like, I mean, if you get a chance to go to China, you should try it and at least go. But
I mean, I felt okay, like, pre-warning him, like, it's going to be shitty, but it's going to be an adventure. And he was like, that sounds awesome. I'm in. Like, yes, you're my kind of crazy, bro. Oh, God. The only problem is
China, guys.
Slacks and Grant in the same place. It's just, they infect each other with just, I don't know what the word
So in
for
Montreal,
is.
they'll infect each other?
I was making the schedule, and I tried to limit the amount of times it's me, Slacks, and Grant on the panel at the same time. Because it just turns into the cringe fest.
Devolve.
The overuse of good. Oh, boy.
My brother-in-law makes the exact same noise.
Ironically or unironically?
Oh no, like ironically.
Oh, good.
Good. Like I'm so practiced in the good. I could also devolve into it so easily.
Oh, God. It's going to be good. The Montreal LAN is going to be a lot of Slacks on the panel. I hope the world is ready.
We have a slightly changed one where it's Gilia. That's our word.
Oh, man. I'm excited. I want to pitch my idea for the. We have a couple good ideas for the panel. I'm excited. A couple good Canadian
Moonduck bought
ideas.
by Riot. Thank you, Pick a Mac.
Great.
Just heard it on the Escape versus Alliance stream.
has fallen.
I'll just upvote that.
I can't wait till Bruno sees that. Yeah.
Okay, don't get invited anywhere anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Big business there over at Moonduck. Yeah. All right, Limp. Come on now, Limpy. Roche is up. This is Aegis cheese number 2.
Oh, who got the cheese, by the way?
I'm not
Did Kezu
sure.
find it? Oh, shit, I wasn't paying attention. Rubik has it. Yapsor found it. He probably walked to the pit and was like, oh my god, a cheese.
That's a pretty rare thing to find. Era blinks back just in time. Berserker's Call falls a bit short. They're trying to chase him down, but a haste rune for the Priestess of the Moon. That'll keep her safe. No problemo there.
What a weird game. I am totally checked. I've like half checked out of this one, but so have the players kind of. Like, there hasn't been a fight for a while.
What is going on? Yeah, I'm kind of just...
It's just weird. Like, that Rax went down, and suddenly Alliance was just like, oh my god, what's happening? Did we lose? Is this game over? Do I need bots level 2 on my Shadow Fiend? Like... And there's a Maelstrom Slardar running around the map after like that early game Midas. He still has Tranquil boots on though, so it's like super weird.
Yeah, Hanskin. Dude, this is just a game of chicken. Everyone keeps blinking defensively. All right.
And like they have an Invoker, so you're just gonna lose the split push game. And then we've actually gotten to a point where Cinderin's building items, so you know you've lost.
Well, it's like Escape was sort of breaking even, not doing that great. Then all of a sudden we had this Roche fight where they basically won the fight at Roche 4v5 while Koikva killed a tower and a barracks. And then since then it's just been Alliance on the back foot and Escape pretty happy farming again. Era almost jumped on, but blinks back defensively.
Are under attack.
They've also got a refresher on Kezu. I don't know if we mentioned that, but he's got double Primal Roar now and double Necro Book. So
Yeah, he said that for a while.
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Smoke being set up here. Loda looking to lead on in. He's got the BKB. Oh, that's a huge crush! Oh,
Wow, Yapsor died quick. Kezu going down quick as well. Alliance finally find the fight. What an initiation.
that was
Hello,
this ward.
Loda.
The timing.
Dire's bottom
Great
tower
placement.
is under attack.
That's a solid almost 4K swing, like 3.7.
And Aegis. And cheese.
Easy.
Actually
road.
going to pick it up this time, I imagine.
Oy. Jonas hit by a Sunstrike. He actually almost dies, but it's not enough damage. Era now in some trouble. He does have his BOTs, also has a Dagon. You better run, little doggy. So,
Is Jonas going to get greedy?
oh, Mirana. Perfectly timed crush.
So they didn't get Roche, and now Quake's on your racks.
Escape handling this surprisingly well. Can they still
Get
get
out.
the Roche?
Now the Courier's in there with the Midas. Oh no, Lotus picked up the Midas again. Wait, what? Lotus went back in Roche and just popped the Lincolns? What is happening? You gonna try to solo this?
Dude, he's got a Maelstrom. He can do it.
Can he though?
He's got maxed out Bash. Of course he can. Right?
What?
They Sunstrike this like, guys, I'm not...
There's no way. It's like 47 minutes in and you're a slider with Tranquil Boots Maelstrom. I don't think you can solo this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I wanted to believe, but it's... I'm also surprised at this build from Era. Like, I think everything up until the Dagon...
Look at Limp.
Yules.
How much faster he does. Sorry. Continue.
Well, like, so you know this butterfly is a big deal. We've talked about it a few times. At some point, Mirana is going to need to transition into your real carry, which she can do. You know, if she has, like, proper right-clicking items like Daedalus, you know, MKB, this kind of stuff, she's pretty scary. So you can do this Aghanims into E-Blade with Blink and then start to transition into right-click. I think
Limp just ate the cheese. I'm
Did
sorry,
he
I'm
really?
so tilted right now. What's happening?
Did he
Why
just
did Limp
eat the
just eat the cheese?
Well, I mean, they left it there last time, so I guess they figured with eating it to deny is better than just leaving it
Like,
for Yapsor
what?
to find 5 minutes from
Why?
now, right? Yapsor
At
still
least let
has the other
Loda
one.
eat it.
He still has it. That's like a 20-minute-old cheese.
That thing is aged.
My God. But I mean, what do you
This
think
is a
about this
strange
Dagon
game, dude.
on Era? Like, is this the build here? Like,
I don't think transitioning the physical thing is really a thing anymore on Mirana.
no. Well, I don't think it's like a boilerplate thing, but there's, you know, strange games call for strange measures, okay? You don't really have a late game carry now. You've got Invoker, and then you've got Mirana, who's like a one-trick pony. Like, I don't know. Eventually, this Aghanims, E-Blade, Dagon shit becomes like, okay, you insta-gib somebody, now we have a pipe, now we have 2 pipes, sorry, you're useless, you know, like...
I think you like buy Octarine Core before you go physical. Like, I'd rather just ditch the Yules and
Really?
go Octarine Core after Dagon 5. Yeah, I don't think physical's a thing anymore. Especially when the other team bought their BKB so early that they're all going to be at 5 seconds soon anyway.
Yeah, but isn't the Octarine Core not that amazing on Potom? Because it doesn't change
Oh, no, it's really not.
the
But
trigger on Starstorm. It's only the one that you can cast. So it's pretty, like... Honestly, I
about
think
the-
Octarine on her is kind of dumpy.
No, but you have E-Blade and Dagon. That's what it's for.
Oh, just those cooldowns?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
Okay.
your actual skills. I don't
Okay,
think.
I see that. So if you get Dagon... Okay, I see it. If you have Dagon level 5, you get Octarine, and then you have this, like, insane laser on a much shorter cooldown. That I
Right.
understand.
Because like the amount of gold, even though it's really shitty, like it's not ideal, but the amount of gold you spend on Octarine Core is still way less than you're spending to transition into a physical damage carry.
You really don't think MKB instead of Dagon could have been...
I don't think the investment's worth it. Like you get an MKB, but the rest of your damage still sucks, and like you can't right click and fight in this fight anyway. Like I feel like your burst is more valuable as a Mirana.
Yeah, okay.
By the way, nice creep cutting right now by the Mirana. They're gonna get backdoor protection. It's already back up. The
Yeah.
Alliance can't even push right now.
Nicely done. Look at you, Era. Saving the day. Well, we'll see.
Gonna get
I
greedy
mean,
and go for another one.
all of this considered now, I think it puts Escape on a little bit of a timer. I mean, Invoker is pretty much maxed out now. He's got Sight Device. He's got his upgraded boots.
They already bought BKBs though. Like, I guess your HP eventually outscales magic damage and stuff, but it's not as brutal as like,
Yeah.
okay, now this hero's gonna get BKB, even though they don't always get BKB, and it's 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
I guess to be fair, Shadow Fiend's just about capped out, but he's about to pick up a Moon Shard, and like that 5 seconds of BKB, he's gonna go buck nasty on somebody, dude. Then he's got Manta Style. He's got Satanic. He's got like, he just does so much more damage. Potom can isolate one person and maybe burst him down, but I'm wary. I don't know. This game is making me question everything. I don't know what to think anymore.
It's an odd one. So they're still fighting with that. Racks down, of course, thanks to Quakefa. Had a boy. He has Octarine, Scythe, Shiva's Guard. Man, this is a pretty sick Invoker build. What's he missing? He's missing something. Why am I looking at this build oddly?
Which one?
Oh, Refresher. That's what I'm missing. It's like I just like when I think of like 6 slotted items, I think of the color palette of like what the hero looks like, if that makes sense. And I knew something was missing from Invoker, but it's just his Refresher instead of Shiva's. But it's a cool Shiva's game.
Limp, telekinesis right into an arrow, and yeah, you see the power of the Mirana there. Now follow up on the Handskin.
Nice
Kezu
play.
sets it up, and it's going to be a 2 for buyback now on the Shadow Fiend Alliance. This is a big hold. They need to do something here. They kill the Potom. Will they find any more? Cinderin, TP's home.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Rocky fight here for Alliance because hey there, ho there, hi there. This is all just space created because you've got a Koikster killing your bottom tier 3 tower.
Yeah, I'll get out of there now, but he still gets the tower. Alacrity's the
nice.
forward spirit before he leaves. Get that range rax damage.
I mean, honestly, I think Escape are pretty happy with that. You go 2 for 2, you force a buyback on Shadow Fiend, and you get a tier 3 tower. Like, it's a little bit sloppy, but it starts off with a beautiful initiation.
Oh, they almost find Quake for the loader. Smoked up, blinking in.
He gets him.
Has Scythe, but bots too. Yeah, the Quake was dead.
This is a big kill.
Huge. Huge. Huge, bruh.
Well, Alliance hang on a little bit longer. If Escape can keep popping people like that, the pimple popper Mirana. Oops.
What?
I'm
You break it?
No, I have the wrong chat open. I meant to link the elimination mode in this chat, but I linked it in the Moonduck chat. I guess it's okay.
That'll do.
I'm in charge of both channels, I suppose.
Radiant's middle
I'm excited to put it on Twitter.
All right, Limp's blowing up a tower.
Dude, they're
This is
just
good.
charging mid. Look at this. This is a BKB. That's not a BKB. It's a glyph used. It's a structural BKB. Living armor, not doing a hell of a lot here. He still hasn't even eaten a moon shard yet, which is kind of the scary part about this. They've already glyphed.
tower has fallen.
It's tough. You don't want to buy back in Quake. It's too late now to buy back. Oh,
Yeah, might just have to sack this lane. They're already 1 lane up, so losing 1 here is not the end of the world. Good force staff usage, though. Buys them a little more time. They want to make a few more illusions. They still have 15 seconds. Alliance.
they don't have the speed to get a second, though, so they can't force the Invoker buyback.
Yeah.
And remember, they did SF buyback, so they don't want to put themselves in that situation where Escape are just like, they want the buyback advantage, because now they can push in, and if they kill Shadow Fiend, Alliance lose. Whereas Invoker can buy back and come back in. So then they have 2 Invokers with bots too, so he can rejoin the fight for sure. So this is probably Escape's best moment right now. This middle lane doesn't actually matter, losing this Rax, assuming they make that play. Oh, but they're waiting down bottom. Oh no, Lotus shows. That was so close to being Quake's death. Holy shit. Woo!
Trying to peer pressure Blitz into pushing through until Slacks is up. Nothing like
How
a
long
little
is that?
positive.
Isn't that like 2 hours?
It's like an hour and a half now. It's 2 hours before this game, or like halfway through this game. We'll see.
We don't have to do double swap over that way.
Yeah.
All right, Koiva goes in with the Shiva's guy, gives him the vision.
Oh,
Nice BKB. from Jonas.
BKB Jonas, but the Primal Roar is there, interrupts the TP home, and 5-on-1, he'll get left behind.
So close yet. So
Have
far.
you ever seen that GIF or a GIF from like probably like a year and a half ago now? It was on Reddit. It's like from Shiva's stream where she's playing LC and she's like super fed and she jumps in and like initiates a fight and it looks like she's about to win the duel and she has her hands off the keyboard clapping and then there's like either a blade mail or something, like some really crazy RNG returns and she dies and it just goes from like complete free win to ultimate sadness. I always think about that clip and little plays like that when it's like he's gonna make it. Oh,
I have not seen that before, but it sounds good.
it's pretty good. It's just perfectly timed. You know, those kind of things. It's like, oh, we couldn't have planned that better if we tried. You know, like one of those things.
Oh, Cinderin, Invis plays, Ward high ground, Limp, the buyback man himself, called out of the base by Yasuo, but they missed the arrow.
It was close.
Was that game? They had Refresher Roar. Oh,
Pretty
that was close.
Jonas holding the buyback though.
I mean, they have Hanskin Blink Disrupt anyway, I suppose, and Grave, so don't really want to refresh with only 10 seconds left on the cooldown, but scary. All right, Yapsor has Lotus Orb throwing someone.
Here we
Grabs
go.
Loda.
Limp initiated on first. Kezu jumps in. There's the Primal Roar. Buyback used by Jonas. They're not messing around. And Escape immediately disengage. They say, thanks for the buyback.
Yep.
We're going to split push. Slow
Now
and steady.
56 minutes in.
By far the most even game we've had so far today. I like it. This is good.
Yeah, I think Shadow Fiend's going to buy back now, though. Because it's only a minute 50 until it's back up.
So,
now
riddle
they'll be
me
timing
this.
Axe.
What does Loader
Stop.
get next? 5k gold. He's got BKB, BOTs, all the mobility items. Like AC? Is that your go-to now?
Yeah.
They
No
do
one
not
else
have
it?
one.
Yeah, that's probably the item.
Set up. Good
Oh,
night,
they
Shadow
lost.
Fiend. Era clips him, and that'll be a big kill. He's down for 2 minutes.
They
But
need so many
maybe they
kills
can
here.
still find something here. Marana pounces out. It's a nice overgrowth from Cinder, and he gets disrupted, but a TP in from Koikba. BKBs have been used, but soon to expire.
Oh, and Quake was here.
Dire need more than this. Koikba now goes straight in. Drops a lot of damage, but maybe biting off more than he can chew. He does not have a BKB. He's up in the fray. He gets bashed. He gets low, but Force Staff keeps him alive. Kezu now coming in onto Lotus. Shallow Grave is there. It's looking good for Escape. Buyback now from Cinder, and he can help even from the well. Loda in too deep will fall. He's got a buyback, but Jonas does not.
It's
Two
over.
heroes locked in the grave. Yep,
So many buybacks still here on the Radiant.
that should be game. They might be able to hold on a little bit longer, as we brought up a couple times. Time rating does matter here, potentially. So, when in doubt, you should try to hang in there, but this is already a pretty darn long game.
Still
And bottom barracks will
35
fall.
seconds. This is Megas.
Yeah, baby. All right, good execution from Escape. Looks like, once again, you were right. The Dagon build from Marana kind of won him the game here. Just picked off the Shadow Fiend, made the whole thing a lot easier. Honestly, though, if I had to coin an MVP this game, I'm looking at Koikba, man. That split pushing that he had in the mid-game around the Roche is what set the tone for the entire match, allowed Escape to kind of get that big lead and then throw it away again to find a pick-off and end up taking the win. But that big lead wouldn't have started had Koikba not made those plays.
Yep. Alliance never really got the ball rolling high enough. Like, their highest lead this game was shocking, only 2,500, despite looking kind of in control with the axe and the slider at one point. But Koikba was just always farming.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Very well played indeed. And again, I got the only prediction I got was the number
Same.
of trees destroyed. So
Yep.
well done all. 'Twas
Wow.
noble. 'Twas noble.
Doder.
Doder.